Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. And welcome again to our Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday night program, Pathway to Good Health. I hope we meet you well. Hope you've had a great Sunday so far. My name is AJ Lawrence, and I have some fantastic guests with me in house today, and very excited to be able to share their story with you guys. So relax, have your cup of water or your glass of water, and take note of some of the things that these ladies are going to be sharing with you today, because I'm telling you, very, very excited about what we're going to be hearing today. So basically, we are Juice Plus, and we encourage people to lead a healthier lifestyle, making a simple change. We don't make any medical claims, but we do make nutritional claims. We definitely do make nutritional claims. And some of the things you're going to hear tonight is definitely got to do with making a lifestyle change and nutritional claim. Tonight, I have with me two superstars in the house. We have Stephanie, and we also have Ngozi. Right. What I'm going to do is just let the ladies introduce themselves. So, Stephanie and Ngozi, where are you? Can I see you guys?
Yeah.
Hey, how are we doing, guys?
Well, I'm good, thank you. And you?
I am fantastic, blessed and highly favored, as they say. Listen, I'm glad that you guys are able to join us tonight. And Stephanie, can you hear us? Yeah. You're muted.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, Stephanie. Good evening. Ladies, welcome to this platform this evening, Pathway to Good Health. There are times in man's life when something miraculous happens, something that goes beyond the grain, something that says, no, I am not listening to the no-sayers. This is what God can do. And definitely, you guys are definitely testimonials of how that is happening, as well as, nutritional prowess as well, which is, of course, Juice Plus. So before we actually get into your story, I'd like to get the audience just to know who you guys are, where you're based. You're obviously mothers, right? And just tell me what you are, or who you are. Beg your pardon. Let's start with Ngozi.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. So, my name is Ngozi. I am married. I have four boys. I'm based in Chester in the United Kingdom. And yeah, that pretty much takes up most of my time, wifing and loving.
Yes, I'm sure. And Stephanie, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Tell our audience, Stephanie, who is Stephanie, and where are you based?
My name is Stephanie. I live in Italy. And I'm here for a while now.
Wow, good. And new mother, eh?
Yeah, new mom. My baby just 1 year now. Yeah.
Congratulations, both of you. Congratulations, guys.
I'm an old mom.
Yes. I'm an old father as well. He's 9 years old. He thinks he's 16, so Guys, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be talking about today is something that is very, very important in a married life or human's life, and that is having children. And for some people, I don't want to say they have it without any complications or any remorse or whatever. But for other people, not being able to have a child, could be very detrimental to their emotions and well-being. These two ladies have gone against the norm, and against all the experts saying, no, it is not possible. It has been possible for them. Tonight is about their story and how
Recording in progress.
And how it's actually happened for them. So I would like to obviously start, with the new mother, which is Stephanie, based in Italy. All right. And I've heard Stephanie's story, but I don't want to preempt it. So we're going to go straight into it. Okay. Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear the new boss at the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie, you are, this is going to be a conversation process, by the way. So, people can just jump in. You are a new mom, right? And you've tried for baby before. And I believe, the expert says it was impossible. Tell us your beginning of your story and how later on where Juice Plus came in. So let's start from the beginning. How is that?
From the beginning, I was literally having a stomach pain always. I was having pains, so I don't really know the cause of the pains. Then I went to the hospital. They told me that they can't find anything, that there's nothing wrong with me, but they gave me some drugs to be using, like it's everyday drugs to take. Then when I started taking the drugs, it started affecting my menstrual period. I was unable to have my flow normally, like the way I used to before. Then sometimes it will come, sometimes it will not come. And once the time that it will come, just dropped and it stopped. So I was like, what's going on? I started complaining every time. They told me it's going to be fine. I should not worry. So I literally used that drugs for years. Like I used it for like 5 years. Then I stopped. When I stopped, before I stopped, the messages just stopped. It didn't come anymore. Not like the one that will come today, then tomorrow. No, it just stopped. Never come again. And my stomach was getting bigger because I was not flowing. So everything was just in there and my body was bloating every time. So I went to the hospital. They told me that since I'm not flowing, that I can't have my child whenever I want to. I was like, what's going on? You people didn't tell me that this drugs is going to affect me. And they told me that it's not the drugs. The drugs did what it was supposed to do. I was still having the pains. The drugs didn't do anything. Literally, it destroyed my body. I was fine before, let me say, and now I'm no longer fine. You guys just did the worst. I went to hospital. I did ultrasound. They took my blood. They did different things. They scanned me. They did everything. They told me I'm fine. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. Just that I won't be able to have a child whenever I want to, because since I'm not flowing, I won't be able to have a child. I was really down because we Africans, that's the best thing in our lives, children to be playing and baby.
Of course.
So
it must have been like an emotional drain being told, Yeah.
I didn't accept it though. I went to different hospitals. They sent me different places to do different tests. And it was very painful while they were doing all those tests. They drained my blood. I don't really know why. If it is just here in Italy that you have one problem, you want to do a blood test, they will drill and drill and drill and drill and drill. I was literally exhausted. I was tired of the tests and everything, running different tests, different people. You have to stream naked for different people to be seeing your body and all those stuff. I was tired. So I started complaining. Then I met a lady, 2019, I think. I met a lady. She sells on Juice Plus. She told me that Juice Plus works. I was not looking for something to help me with the child. I was looking for something to help me reduce my weight because I was weighing 84. Guys, wow. 84. Like it was too much. Then my stomach was as if I was pregnant. I'm going to give birth today. Then the lady told me that she can help me. I should buy Juice Plus. I bought everything, all the complete shakes, the booster, everything. And the way she told me, she literally did not explain to me well how to use it. So I was using it wrong. Instead of me to be reducing, it's as if I was adding more. So I was tired and I decided not to use it again. I was spending, gaining more weight, and the
don't eat this and eat that. I was tired. I decided not to use it anymore. I stopped. Then only Gladys, my mama, I call her my mama because she was there for me all through.
Yeah,
So
she's
she
online
told me
today.
that, yeah, she told me that she got an offer to join Juice Plus. I discouraged. When they say discourage, I discouraged her. I told her, look, don't join. No, that is fraud. I bought before and it didn't work for me. They asked me to do this, it's like this, don't do that. Nothing worked. So it was like I wasted money. I'm being paid little money and spending the money for Juice Plus, and I was not getting the result I want. I literally discouraged her. But she did take my advice, and I'm happy she did actually. So she went ahead to join the business. And she was telling me, look, I was fat before, now I'm getting slimmer every day. My family is using it. I was like, that's your own enough of time. You don't waste your money, finish, you go rest. So that was what I was saying. I was like, I was not interested. So she was encouraging me to join. Even if I don't have money, she will help me. I said, I don't want, because I use it.
Stephanie, if I could just, I mean, that is fantastic that, you've heard about Juice Plus before, you've tried it, but, and that goes to show, and it brings home the statement that we always put out, our Juice Plus is backed by science. It's not a miracle cure because it depends on certain things. It depends on, one, like you said, how people use it, right? And two, different body types give different results, So I'm glad you mentioned that. But
that was what she told me literally. Yeah. She told me that since I gained weight, not just now, it's been years that the weight were there, that I literally need time for it to go down as well. That I'm buying it for weight gain, but it's working for different things in my body. Since that was not what I needed then, I didn't listen to her. I was just focusing on the weight gain then, until Gladys now forced me, gave me by herself. She got Juice Plus for me and gave me and teach me, tells me, spare her time to teach me how to use it and when to use it and what to do for it to work. She called me, have you taken it? Have you done this? Every time. So I started seeing the difference when I started doing it the way she told me, that I would take it like this and like that all the time. So I literally started using it. When it's finished, she asked me to do it instead of me to buy. Yeah.
Stephanie, yes. I mean, look, I know you guys have you have an amazing story, and I'm so excited to hear them again. And I'm so excited that everybody else on the platform, wherever you're watching us, are able to actually, share this with us, right? But I'm going to come back to your Juice Plus, because I'm really excited about that transition between when, you were told that you're not going to have a baby now, and now you find a product, although you're using it for something else, and now it's now going to work for you, rebalancing your body to have the baby. So we're going to come to that. I'm going to give you a pause, right, to come to that. I also want to bring Ngozi in, right, just for a few minutes, right, because both of you have a similar story in terms of how our product is actually worked for you for conception, But Ngozi, you share with us how your story started. I mean, you got what, 4 now?
4.
Hands
4
is
and final.
4 and final.
Very final, yeah.
Does he know about that?
He definitely does. We both said amen to that.
Okay, good. So give us your own story. How did it start, and where did this transition come into, in taking Juice Plus?
Where did the what, sorry?
When did you start yourself?
Okay.
With your story. Yes.
I just want to clarify. I didn't have issues with conception. I don't want to, misguide anyone. I just want to tell my story. So I'm guessing some communication has got muddied along the lines, because I think AJ, we've never actually spoken before. It's just dawned on me today. I don't think we've ever met or spoken before. So my story is quite long. And as Stephanie was speaking, I actually remembered parts of my story or my testimonial that I've actually just buried because they were quite painful. So obviously I've got 4 children, so it's quite a long story, but I'll just try and go through it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't want to deceive anyone. I did not have trouble conceiving. I got married within a few weeks. I think I was pregnant. The only
Okay.
thing I would always say to people, me and my husband actually met and married in what people would call short space of time. Within a year of meeting, we were married, and I was not preparing myself for pregnancy in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
you know. I mean, I was single until I met my husband, so I had no reason, or so I thought, to prepare myself for pregnancy. It's when I realized I was pregnant, I started taking the standard supplements that the doctors recommended. So my first pregnancy, it was, filled with a lot of, I'll say this because when I compare it to my later pregnancies, I see the difference. A lot of nausea, a lot of vomiting, just tiredness and weakness. So I had my baby, and then I didn't know anything about Juice Plus. Let me just put it out there. Knew nothing about our products or business. And then I got pregnant, I think about 4 months after my first son was born, because it's just about 13 months between them. And so it was actually during the pregnancy of my second son that I came across Juice Plus. And as I always say to people, I was more interested in the business aspect. In fact, when people were telling me all the products that are good for pregnancy, I was like, oh, whatever. I'd already bought, for those ladies that live in the UK, Boots always do a 3 for 2 offer on a well-known brand of pregnancy supplements. So I didn't bother buying the capsules when I was pregnant with my second child, because I had a big stash of this well-known brand.
Okay.
So I did take some shakes, but I wouldn't say I was heavily on Juice Plus. Now, like I said, I came across Juice Plus when I was 3 months pregnant with my second child. I think, 3-4 months or something like that. That was January 2016. I had him in June 2016, and then I got pregnant again. It just seems like I'm always pregnant, but so I got pregnant again. I think early 2017. Anyway,
Okay.
that pregnancy didn't work out. I lost that pregnancy, and this is, like I said, I totally buried this because it was quite a traumatic time, and I'm hoping I can hold myself together. So I lost that pregnancy halfway through, and I had to actually have the baby removed by a surgery. So it was basically a mini C-section without taking a baby home. So, I mean, obviously it had to be performed because I think ordinarily you have to deliver naturally, but because they said my uterus or something was low, if I delivered naturally, the cast baby, I would have bled to death. All these things, it was just a blur. It was just horrible. This was 2017. So if anyone is wondering why I was all over the place in 2017, that was what was going on. And you can imagine my first 2 children were, I think, under 1 and just under 2. So it was really a challenging time. Anyway, so I had this mini C-section. They call it something else, I can't remember. It's a mini C-section. And obviously it had to be done. And when, it went well, but obviously they were checking me after. And that's when the whole drama started. I remember I went back for a scan. Maybe it was weeks after, I can't remember the time frame. And they said there's still some pregnancy product in your, what would I say, womb? I just couldn't even make heads or tail of what they were saying. I'm like, what do you mean? Is it the head, the leg? What do you mean there's pregnancy product? But basically pregnancy tissue. I just went ballistic. I'm like, you cut me open. I went home without a baby, and you're telling me there's pregnancy product. And they were just telling me all kinds of things that if that thing remains there, you won't be able to conceive again. So we want to give you, I don't know, was it some medication to make you contract to go into labor to bring out this pregnancy tissue? It wasn't a limb or anything. It was just some part of the pregnancy tissue. And I was actually ready to sue them, but I've since discovered from speaking to some medics in my family that when you have that kind of procedure halfway through a pregnancy, it's difficult to get everything out because it's not meant to happen at 4 or 5 months pregnancy. It's meant to happen at 9 months. So it wasn't really their fault. It's just the risk of the procedure, which just had to be done. So they were trying to get out this pregnancy tissue, all kind of medication they gave me. I just thought it was going to come out. This thing wasn't coming out. And I was like, oh my God. Then they told me that if that thing stays there, you'll never be able to get pregnant so long as it's there, because your body somehow will think it's still pregnant. I think the medics and the nurses in the house will understand what I'm saying. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm just like, I have no baby. At least I was comforting myself with the fact that I had two at home, but I'd gone through half a pregnancy with no baby to show for it. The scars, the pain, the emotion.
The
People
last
knew I
thing you
was
want to be
pregnant.
hearing is that.
Exactly. And that was the one pregnancy that was a little bit public as well. And people coming to ask me, where's your baby? It was just really, really horrible. So yeah, they just kept telling me, okay, so since it wouldn't come out with all the medication that they gave me, you know, I wouldn't say we had a date set for surgery, but that was the next stage. They said, we're going to have to do an invasive surgery. Then if they do that surgery, there's a high chance there will be damage to your womb or something. And then that's going to significantly reduce your chance of having children. I was like, oh my God. Then they kept trying to tell me, well, at least you've got two. I said, I never wanted to. I always wanted more. That's why I'm in this situation now. So they just kept telling me, if you leave it, it can rot in your body and gangrene or whatever. And then if you do the surgery, you even further reduce. So I just didn't know what to do. And I kept going and they kept giving me all kinds of medication. This thing just wouldn't come out. And then one day I went for a check. It wasn't actually the day they were going to do surgery, I think. But anyway, I just went to the hospital for another scan to see if that thing was there.
Yeah.
Maybe they were now going to schedule the surgery, and they told me it was gone. I was like, what? I actually thought they were lying, because I thought maybe they're just trying to get rid of me. But I thought, no, they can't do that. There's no way they will, you know. So I asked to see another consultant or doctor, and another person came, and they just couldn't believe it, that this thing had gone. I don't remember.
And had you been taking Juice Plus?
Yes, I was on Juice Plus, yeah. So sometimes I can't say, but I believe that having that nutrition definitely helped, because this pregnancy, what do they call it? Pregnancy product material wouldn't come out. It just would not come out. So, I mean, when I was taking the Juice Plus, it definitely wasn't to help that thing come out. I was just taking it because I'd been on it, you know. And, you know, I'm over a certain age, so already they consider me high
risk,
low chance of getting pregnant anyway. The doctors even used to say to me, oh, wow, you're really fertile for your age. You know what I mean? So I was older, I'd had this destructive surgery. So anyway, it came out, and the only thing I was doing was taking my capsules. And I remember I was drinking a lot of shakes then, because I was just not eating very well. And all I was really surviving on was shakes. So yeah, so that was 2017. It came out, and they were telling me that, oh, you know, because it's been there a while, it can still reduce your chance of pregnancy. And because you're over 35, blah, 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 even the chance of having more children. Anyway, I got pregnant again in, when was it? 2018, end of 2018, because my third son was born in August 2019. And then my fourth and final son was born April 2022. So I'd been on Juice Plus for, this is where my testimony normally focuses on. I'd been on Juice Plus for a good couple of years before I conceived my third and fourth. I'd had this surgery that was supposed to reduce my chance of fertility. I got older, which was supposed to reduce my chance of fertility. But I just believe that being on that Juice Plus for those couple of years before conceiving, let me say, not before having, before conceiving my third and fourth child, I believe that they really, really, really did help me to conceive very, very easily. And I can honestly tell you, I had better pregnancies with my third and fourth, considering the fact that I'm older. I had other young children. My oldest is only 7. I think he was 5 when my fourth child was born. So, and I was high risk. I was, for other reasons, which I don't really want to go into today, I was considered really, really, really high risk for my third and fourth pregnancy. In fact, when I presented myself at the doctor with my fourth pregnancy, they didn't say it to me, but I'm sure they were like, their face was like, why are you doing this? You know, because they were trying to tell me not to. They didn't say I don't have any more, but after my third, they were really trying to suggest, is it tubes tying or whatever. But like I said, I was highly monitored. I was under consultant care for my third and fourth pregnancy. I'd never been under consultant care. I was highly monitored. They were forever. One of my team members, I'm not sure if she's here. I used to talk to her a lot. They were checking and checking for so many things, to do with me, to do with my baby. They couldn't find anything. And I really believe and know that Juice Plus gave me good pregnancies and healthy. I can tell you my last 2 children are my healthiest children, despite all the things they were saying, high risk. So my last 2
are the healthiest.
Seriously, the healthiest of healthiest. No asthma, no nothing, no skin issues, no nothing. So I thank God for this.
And there it is, guys. There it is. Although we don't make medical claims, like I said earlier, we do make nutritional claims, simply because, these products, for these ladies, they're plant-based nutritional fruits and vegetables, and, like you see, it works differently for different people, but it helps to rebalances what needs to be rebalanced, doesn't it? Wouldn't you guys agree? And I think that's why it's worked, without even you guys trying to, target any particular aspects of what is not right. The Juice Plus products just so it goes to where it's needed, and it works on that, which is fantastic. I also have Gladys Oni, who's I believe she's a nurse, but I believe she's either a midwife. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gladys. I just want Gladys to bring in from the medical aspects why our products, and the reasons why our products tend to help with fertility. Gladys, are you around? There she is. Unmute yourself.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Gladys. Gladys, join our chat show this evening. I'm glad you're able to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gladys Oni. She's based in Italy, and she's actually the lady who introduced for the second time, I guess, Juice Plus to Stephanie.
Oh, wow.
But she's from the medical field, also in a business. But Gladys, you've been in our business for a while, and in and out of our product. What is it in our product that helps with the women issue, shall I say, and pregnancy, to be precise? What would you say? What is it?
Well, thank you for this privilege. First of all, good evening, everyone, viewers at home. So super excited to be here. Well, I will tell you, everything about nutrition is in our products. I so love this product because it's just basically nutrition, and nutrition backed by science. This is what it is. And
sorry to interrupt. Gladys, what is your medical prowess?
I am a nurse and a midwife at the same time.
Just to clarify that, yes.
Yeah, I'm a nurse and a midwife, yeah.
Okay.
And so like I was saying, we have everything in this product. It is nutrition that is backed by science. It is not a fad diet. It is not a punishment. It is what we do, what is called metabolic programming. Now, looking at our capsules, everything, the capsules, the shakes. In fact, I was reading something about our shakes, and I said, wow, this is a company that has sat down and done a lot of researches. It is not a joke. We have won or done 40 researches, 10 underway, and it is the most researched product. We have vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin D. We have fiber. We have folates in this. We have calcium in this product. So why won't it give your body what it needs? Now, these women, listening to both stories, I could resonate a bit with where Ngozi is coming from and where Stephanie is coming from. I know probably Stephanie have not said the part where she started having this constant headache when she started taking just the omega and the berry blend for a start. And when she started taking that, she called me. I was thrown off balance that day, and she said, "I'm having headache. I feel my head is spinning. I'm having stomach ache." And I said, "What the hell is the problem?" Mind, when I met her, she had not had a menstrual flow for close to 6 years, and I said, what the hell is the problem? She said, the messes, the menstrual flow. The menstrual flow was what I was hearing on the phone. And it came. It came really. And why would she have headache and maybe stomach ache? Well, I want to talk a bit about her health issue here because I want to use that as a basis why the product really worked for her. Now, they've said that the brain, that the lobe of brain that was responsible for telling the brain, the other lobe of brain, to produce the hormones, that's the oxytocin, the estrogen and the progesterone that are responsible for menstruation and also subsequently for menstrual flow, wasn't communicating well with the other lobe for it to produce these hormones, and at the same time they were not communicating well with our ovaries. So as such, doing the CT scan, the computerized tomography scan for her, they realized that and they said she couldn't have kids. I told her, let's try something natural. Yes, I'm of the medical field, but let me tell you, in the medics, they always tell you when they give you drugs, make sure you eat well. But the unfortunate thing with humans is we don't ask our doctors, what do you mean by eating well? We now go and eat the likes of chicken, French fries, and other things that I'm eating well. I'm not telling you those are not food. Those are also part of the food you need to eat. But majorly, you need your vitamins and minerals to synthesize this food into smaller molecules so that the body or the cells can make use of it. Now, our product is handy in the sense that everything has been done for you. You just need to pop it into your mouth. I'm so glad I've been taking this product for over 2 years, and I can tell you how well it has worked for me. So now, coming to Stephanie's case and coming to Ngozi's case, they couldn't find anything because those products for Ngozi help her to regenerate her cells. While regenerating the cells, normally the human body regenerates itself. The cells regenerate itself, and the cell is the building block or the foundation of the human body, because the cells, a group of cells that form tissues, a group of tissues that form organs, and the group of organs that form systems. And the group of these systems is the human body. Now, these capsules, taking them in gradually, gives your body that shot of vitamin B12, vitamin B3, is giving you calcium in its natural form, precisely to note. We are not talking about genetically modified organism that that your liver needs to work hard and synthesize and break down to smaller molecules before the cells take it up. No. Our product is bioavailable. They go straight to the bloodstream. And so immediately they get into your body, the bloodstream recognizes these nutrients because they are natural. The body don't need, the system in the body does not need too much fatigue to process them. So it's uptaking, and you start feeling that energy, that boost, that repair. And so it started repairing for Ngozi. It started repairing for her. When next those cells shed off and new ones had to come up, they had the ingredients to form better qualitative cells. Mind you, if you don't have this nutrition, your body will still form cells, but they will not form qualitative cells, but they will form cells. So Ngozi, they couldn't find anything in Ngozi. For Stephanie, it started going to that brain. It started repairing also the brain tissues, the brain cells. And we have the chemical neurotransmitters in the body. You know, the body is really a complex thing, a complex machine. So we have the chemical transmitters that communicate between neurons. Now, the brain is part of the nervous system. Now, it has to help the brain to repair well. That's why it took some time. And you know, she has not also been very so well eating fruits and vegetables. Everybody's eating fruits. If we ask everybody on this planet, they'll say, I eat fruit.
I eat fruit, yes.
How many fruit did I eat?
1 apple a day.
And that you stay a day. That means one
That's
apple in
That's
2
it,
or
fruit.
3
Fruit done.
days, or one apple in a week, because some people are too busy. They don't have time to eat the fruits.
Mm.
And sometimes, where do you get elderberry to buy? So you see this, and some people take fruit, but they're not berries. And berries are the other thing that we need. They are rich in antioxidants, help to flush the body system, help to flush. Remember, there's a lot of things going on in the body. I want just to stick to the reproductive side. So, and another thing is omega-3 and 6 are not produced in the body.
That's right. Yeah.
Omega-3 and 6 are not produced in the body. But omega-9 is produced in the body, but in smaller quantity. And remember, we have the degenerative process happening to us. So you need to assist the body. So omegas, I just want to read it out here, because I noted it for a very long time when I was doing my own research on this product. It says we need healthy fats. Healthy fats, essential fats, the omegas. So when we're talking about our 6 classes of food, we talk about the carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamin, minerals, and water. What we're talking about the fats here is not the fat you see on the top of the meat. That is the fat we're talking about here, the body needs. That is the part of the 6 classes of food. We are talking about the omegas. These are the essential fats the body needs to work well, to function well. So they say now, why are these omega-3 essential to your fertility? I'm not going to cut some things and go straight to that.
Yeah.
Regulate your hormones.
1 minute of it. Yes, that would be great. Yeah.
Please. You say it regulates your hormones. It helps to increase your blood flow to the uterus. It reduces the sensitivity to the hormone of prolactin, which can suppress ovulation. Then it increases the fertile mucus, which is needed to help the sperm to reach the eggs. So even the men also need this product, because when we talk about fertility,
about that. Yes, I was going to ask you. It's true, though. It's true. Guys, Stephanie, Ngozi, you got to admit, they say it takes 2 to tango, right? It takes 2 to tango. And that's the thing, because I'm glad you mentioned about the men, right? Because there could be some men also listening on this program. I remember when, we were going for our son, right? My wife, and this was pre-Juice Plus, I got to admit, right? My wife was feeding me with folic acid, and I didn't understand why. And, I'm an African man. My wife says take, I say, yes, dear. That's it. I don't even question it, So, and I'm glad that you mentioned it, because now we have a medical person on the platform. What is it with the folic acid that, that it's needed for when it comes to this fertility thing for both men and women? And that is in our product. Please tell us.
Folic acid is part of the B vitamins that is necessary for the formation of red blood cells and white blood cells. Now, one thing is this: for fertility to really take place, why do we take out the bloods to check? What are we checking in the hospital? Now, they are checking your serum level of these hormones and micronutrients. There is a serum level that you need to attain, or you need to have for the body to function well. That's why I said in the first instance that the body is really complex. We have what we call in the medical field equilibrium. We have what we call homeostasis, where means there's some equilibrium that the body must reach for it to function well. So if you don't have this, what is needed, both the intrinsic factor, both the micronutrients, both the hormones needed, the serum level is not okay, fertility would not be achieved. And that's why a group of gynecologist doctors on Facebook said, and I quote, "You can beat fertility down with good nutrition."
Wow.
I mean, infertility. You can beat infertility down with good nutrition.
Nutrition.
And when we're talking about good nutrition, your 6 classes of food must be balanced.
Wow.
It must be balanced.
Wow. Wow.
And that is why we take folic acid before. But the good thing about our product is not just folic acid. Folic acid is a genetically modified one. But we talk about folates, the green leafy vegetables, the kale, the spinach. We have the broccoli. Broccoli has powers, especially for men. It helps men in their sperm production. It helps in motility, morphology, and sperm count. So it is something that is necessary. Please, guys, when we talk about infertility or fertility generally, I don't want to use infertility. When we talk about fertility generally, it's not the women folks alone. It is everybody. Like you said, it takes 2 to tango. So everybody have to do their bits. And I'm happy that Stephanie eventually listened. Eventually, and I am also happy I didn't give in to our so-called advice. And a blessing today. I don't know what we'll be doing today, whether we'll still be going from one hospital to the other. But I thank God she took the leap of faith. And today she is a mom. And that is my greatest, one of my greatest, because I have others that like I will come, that person is in Africa, she got the product, and that is all. So
another day, yes.
That's another day. So with this products, yeah, you have nothing to lose. You have to repair yourself. You have to prepare yourself first. And that's why your wife was giving you folic acid, because she was preparing you. And apart from that, it helps the baby to develop better. You have the baby to develop well. We don't have this neural tube defect that's called spinal bifida. No, they develop well. Their brain develops well. Even the omegas help them to they have good brain development. And one thing again is I want to say something I forgot, but then this product is a bomb. And that had, I remember now, for Ngozi, children were very good. Her children, they looked and keep on checking to see if they could find a fault they could not find. And for Stephanie, maybe she will still say that later, her son, last year, August, because the son is 1 year this year. I'm so happy. That son is 1 year this year. When she gave birth, the son was the best and healthiest child in the month of August in the hospital she gave birth to that child. And I'm also happy I initiated a labor.
Oh, wow.
So I am super happy. I'm super happy.
Thank you very much for your input. Thank you very much for your input. Guys, you've heard it from the medical side and you've heard it from the ladies themselves. Stephanie, I'd like to give you the last, well, not the last word, but just a last chance to say to anybody who's listening to us today, what advice when it comes to good nutrition and, of course, our product would you give to anybody that is listening today? Your last 3 tips.
The advice I would give is that juice plus works. And we all need to be patient while using it. It works like, I would say magic. It works magic because it did for me. So we have to be patient, eat well, and just trust in Juice Plus. I'll use that word. Yes, 100% in Juice Plus. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And Ngozi, what would you say to any of our audience listening? You're muted.
Because I was coughing earlier. Sorry. So yeah, I touched on it earlier, but I really want to hammer this point a bit more because it's one of my biggest regrets, to be honest. Like I said, I did not start preparing for pregnancy until I found I was pregnant. Perhaps our in-house nurse can confirm, but I believe doctors or medical professionals do recommend that you start preparing your body, I don't know, is it 1 or 2 years before pregnancy? Because obviously, we should be healthy anyway. That's what we preach, with Juice Plus. We don't just say get healthy because it's summer holidays or get healthy because you're trying for a baby. But I think we should be giving our body extra nutrition if we know that pregnancy is in the pipeline. So I'll just encourage any woman, even if you're single, if you're still of fertile, within the age of fertility, then start taking a product like Juice Plus. I've never met anybody who, the doctors told them, oh, you're too healthy for pregnancy. I've never, ever, ever come across that. So start now. I know sometimes you think, oh, but I don't even have anyone, but you'll just meet your Prince Charming and, boom, get married. And then, you could have done something before. So that's something that I always say to, my little cousins and younger friends who are, still coming up. And then obviously when you're pregnant, maintain that healthy lifestyle that you've already started. And even now, I've finished with children, I'm still maintaining a healthy lifestyle because I need to be here for my children. So for me, I'm going to be on Juice Plus forever. I can definitely, so long as, they keep producing it, I'm going to be a consumer because I feel great, my kids are very, very energetic and I don't sleep. I always say this, I don't sleep the hours that I should, but I feel really good, 95% of the time. And I know it's our products. I 100% know. So these products, pregnancy, fertility, nursing, I'm still nursing my baby that doesn't want to stop. And I didn't even know I could still be, I know you're a man, but I didn't even know I could still be producing milk when my baby's a year old. And I know the products are helping with that. Definitely.
My wife, she breastfed for, I think it's like 2 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Kudos to her. I want to stop. But the product, people sometimes, they say, oh, why are you doing it? But he doesn't want to stop. But I know he's getting good nutrition from the capsules.
Correct.
Yeah, because I'm sure the nutrition diminishes after a period of time. But I believe that with the capsules, and it's so healthy. It's so healthy. So Juice Plus rocks.
Juice Plus works. And there you have it, guys. Juice Plus works. These people here on this platform, they're a great testimony to it. Myself, pre-Juice Plus, I was overweight, even though I denied it for many, many years. Being an African man, I said, no. In Africa, you got to be a big, fat man, to be respected. You know what? It's not true. It's not true. You're setting yourself up for diabetes, a high blood pressure, not being able to play football with your son and stuff like that. So, in our house, I've been, coming to this organization. We made a simple change, lifestyle change, and even though, I was using it for my needs, especially the omega, I started using the booster, which is now called Control. And that way I was able to shed weight from 115 kilos now down to 100 kilos. And I feel better for it. You feel from inside out, you just feel a lot healthier. I've been out in the park playing Frisbee with the guys today. It's just great to be part of this community, so I'll encourage anybody who's actually listening, you got nothing to lose, try our products. If you're listening on anybody's platform, knock on their door. If you want to find out a bit more information, we'll be glad to share it with you, and if you just want to go ahead and try it, many of us, we have our website, whoever you're watching us from, just ask for the website link, and just try it out. We'll offer you a nice program, detox program to go on, just to help you out. Okay. Because we all have your best interests at heart. Just like the man who started this, this journey 50 years ago. Can you imagine, guys, 50 odd years ago, they've been talking about this product. It's not something that has just come on the market just now. It's not new, and he had a vision that he wanted to create something that is going to inspire healthy living around the world. And here we are with that's exactly what we're doing. Thank you very much, Ngozi. Thank you very much, Stephanie. And big boss lady from Italy, prego. Is that right? Did I say the right thing?
Grazie.
Grazie. Grazie mille. Grazie mille. Well, there you go. So look, it's a global thing, right? It doesn't matter where you're watching us from. We got something for everybody. So my name is AJ Lawrence, Ngozi, Stephanie, and Gladys. thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. Well, we're going to sign off Facebook and, meet us again tomorrow. We have, I believe, let me just double check on that. There is Pathway to Success, where we'll be sharing the business side of things, with you guys. Yeah, I believe we do have that. So same platform for tomorrow. Other than that, I'm going to say good night and stay blessed and have a fantastic bank holiday weekend.
Thank you, guys.